There's a time not to play a note, and that's when they're silent, and that's what rests are for. So up on the top staff here, I've drawn in 5 different rests that you will see in written music. And the first is a rectangle, a colored-in rectangle that is aligned up at the 4th line on the staff, and that is a whole rest. We call it a whole rest because it's similar to a whole note. It is a rest, which means you do not play for 4 counts or 4 beats. And again, we're still talking about 4/4 time. We have a half rest, which is a colored-in rectangle, and you can see it is stationed right on top of the 3rd line of the staff. It's called a half note rest because a half rest is a rest that you hold for 2 beats. Then the next type of rest we have is a quarter note rest. A quarter note rest is you hold it for 1 beat. You rest for 1 beat. And you'll notice that I've drawn the symbol in 2 different ways, and you'll see that both in different musical compositions, depending on the publisher, they'll show it different ways. Those are both quarter rests. The next rest that we see is the 8th note rest. And an 8th note rest corresponds to an 8th note, and an 8th note rest is held for 1/2 of a beat. And the 16th note rest is shown by the 2 balls attached to that staff there, and that is held for 1/16 of a beat. And going back to this 8th note rest, I might have misspoke on that a second ago. The 8th note rest is held for 1/8 of a beat. So when you look at a sheet of music, you will see that the musical page consists of a combination of notes written on the sheet and rests written on the sheet. So if you learn how long to play the notes for from Lesson 9, and you learn how long to hold the rests for in Lesson 10, and you learn how to play the notes using the Guitarmore system that we learn in Lessons 1 through 7, you should be able to pick up a sheet of music now in the key of C and sight read it and learn how to play it. And that's kind of an exciting thing here. We've been going through some kind of tedious learning here, but it's going to start to get really fun once we've established these foundational items.